fireball proof, the smoking gun proof when it comes to Dorothy.
The more you look at this footage, it does affect you as a human being. The beauty and the scope of it. This is probably what evolution looks like on conscious minds. So just be prepared that you're going to change looking at this stuff.
I had never seen anything like this before. It was astonishing to me that so few people actually knew anything at all about Dorothy Izatts. We got to know each other, and one thing led to another, and I ended up writing a book about her. What I had set out to do was to either validate or invalidate Dorothy Wilkinson Izatts. To my own satisfaction, you won't find a stain anywhere. All of my investigation, all of my questioning and interrogating, all of my interviews directly with Mrs. Izatts and with those who have known her led me to believe that she was completely trustworthy. An ordinary person, raised a family, lived a good life, very decent, no fooling around, no chicanery, nothing. And I knew at once that I had an honest person. I had known many contactees, as they're called. These are people who claim ongoing encounters with non-terrestrial beings. I'd known many. I'd never been able to endorse one of them. That left me with only one other objective: look at the films. I'd never seen a single luminous object make hundreds of movements in a tiny frame of film in 1/18 of a second. I'd never seen that.
8mm film. They're going by, as you know, 18 frames a second. In the frame preceding the frame I'm about to speak about, there is a slight dot of light. In the next frame, it's filled with light. And then in the next frame, a slight dot of light. You can't even do that. You can't make it up.
The ones that occur in a single frame of film usually occur in a burst of light. If you're running the film in a projector and you're looking at the screen, all you're going to see is a bang. Slow the film down and examine that frame. You'll see squiggles of light. Squiggles meaning trails moving back and forth across the screen. And many times these are multicolored, reds, greens, whites, and yellows, and so forth. Other times you will see creatures that look quite human in the sense that they are as if she's somehow taking images from the past or the future. They look quite Earth-like. And landscapes, other dimensions, the past, the future, who knows? Mrs. Izatts is presenting us with an entirely different view of UFOs, extraterrestrial visitation, and what it means to mankind.
I was first brought in 1988 to take a look at this very strange footage and assess whether there was any other way that Dorothy was producing it, other than the way she said she was doing it. As the years have passed, our capabilities in the industry of duplicating what Dorothy does have increased. The problem is that the volume of Dorothy's work is so massive that even a group of very skilled people in our industry would take a tremendous amount of time to do it, and it would cost a tremendous amount of money. The process is extremely complicated to get from a visual effects image on a computer and then telecine it down to 8mm. It's not done. 8mm is not the kind of film that we use professionally. I can look at her work over the last 15 years that I've been involved with her and say pretty unequivocally that she's not cooking this up in a basement lab.